I always worry when I have to go to give an interview. I always worry when I have to talk with people which I don't know, sometimes even with people that I know. I always worry when I'm thinking about asking a promotion at my job. I always worry when I go to sleep. I always worry when I have to give a test. Do you find yourself in these questions? If yes, let me tell you that you are not the only one. Anxiety is something that all the people experience, adults and children. Anxiety is not something that we should feel embarrassed, that we should feel shamed that we have. No, all people experience anxiety at a point in their lives. The thing is that some people do overcome from their anxiety because those people had learned things, not just learn things, not just heard things that are going to help them. They did apply them. One of the things that helps the children that I'm working with, that helped me to take control over my anxiety and overcome my anxiety, it was to understand the mind, to understand the two parts of the mind, to understand how the mind works, also to learn about neuroplasticity. We all know that to become very good at something, we need to practice, right? We also know that if we want to break a habit, we need to practice breaking that habit. Well, anxiety, it is a habit. When going to sleep and you start to engage with those anxious thoughts, it is a habit. When you have to go to an interview and you start to engage with those anxious thoughts and fears, it is a habit. This is kind of the bad news. The good news is that we can take control of our minds and we can create new connections in our brains, but connections that are going to help us. And this is something that the children that I'm working with are learning. They learn about the neurons in their brain and they learn techniques on how to create new neurons, new connections in their brains that are going to help them. Connections that are going to help them to feel less anxious, to feel more resilient, to feel more in control and safe. If you have a child who struggles with anxiety and you want to learn together with your child how to take control over the anxiety, how to build confidence, how the mind works, just message me. I will be more than happy to help you and your child. I will be more than happy to share with you techniques that it will help your child to create new connections in his or her brain. Yes, we can change our brains. We can change the connections that we had formed, we had created in our brains, the unhelpful connections. And by practicing those techniques that I'm sharing with your child, the child will change the neural pathways in the brain. The child will start to feel more in control and in time will rewire the brain.